Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in, ladies and gentlemen. Come on in, come on in. You know what time it is. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific on that West Coast. And I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight with the Riding with KSolo podcast show with the impeccable Doc in the building.
I've been working on that KSolo. I got to get it right. I got to bring it from the guts.
Oh, man. Y'all heard it, man. So listen, folks, when y'all see Doc Remy, man, y'all walk up to us and say, in the building. How you doing, Doc?
I'm doing good, man. This ice here in Tennessee and Nashville had us down, but I moved around today a little bit. But we had an ice storm, man, for sure.
I know.
Shout out to the healthcare workers who had to keep going to work, even though everything was shut down and the roads were bad. So,
right. Yeah. And we caught it pretty bad up here where I'm at. A lot of ice, the snow came, then the ice came, and then a lot of flights delays and stuff like that. A couple of accidents, a couple of fatalities, but everybody, just be safe out there. For all those workers, those DOT workers out there that's putting that ice down, man, that's removing all that good stuff. Appreciate you. For all the guys coming through, for the towns and cities that's cleaning out the highways and byways, thank you. We appreciate you. You are a necessity, man. You are a necessity. First off, we're going to kick this thing off tonight. We got MacGyver. MacGyver just became a YouTube member. Nice. He is a member of the channel. Thank you, MacGyver.
Thank you, MacGyver.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, MacGyver, what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and just give you the first one of the night, sir. Thanking you for joining us here on the podcast, man. Good deal. Indeed. I love that, man. I love it when people show their support and just come on in and join a membership. It's only like a couple of dollars to help keep us going, to keep the platform going. We're looking at getting better graphics. We're looking at getting, be able to dig a little bit deeper into getting our pictures, our references, and all that other. Just make it better. What do you think, Doc?
Right. Yep. We appreciate everyone. Every penny helps. Because KSolo be running out of bandwidth, so maybe we can get a couple coins and get some extra bandwidth.
Hey, man, when that music started playing in the background, you already know. Doc just throw hands up, man. Come on, producer, get us more bandwidth out there.
Yeah.
But listen, man, we got folks coming in tonight joining us. We just want to welcome you guys, man. Come on in. Doc and I are welcoming everybody. As you can see, we got D-Bell with us. How y'all doing, D-Bell? Hey, man, D-Bell and Suni Bell are definitely ambassadors for that I-10 to the end. Even though they are in Texas handling business with family, they still took the time out to, welcome two gentlemen that's doing the I-10 to the end. They broke bread with them and, just made sure that they was good to go. So shout out to the Bells, man.
Yeah.
You guys doing an excellent job. And you also a YouTube member as well, channel member as well. Bolo, that's Bolo, my guy right there. That's my guy right there. That's my guy who keeps me on the straight and narrow. So if I'm messing up, Bolo going to make sure. Solo, here's a Solo. welcome, Solo. And look at here, man, like that. Russell Brown. Russell Brown is going to be on episode like that. It's going to be on episode, I think it's 74. He's going to be on episode 74.
Nice.
February the 19th, like that, is going to be on the channel, man. So we're looking forward to hearing Russell Brown, like that. Your legacies, your journeys, man. You out there getting it in. We got Midnight, man. Midnight Motors out of the Bronx, man. He reached out to me today, shot me a message. Thank you for checking on me. Midnight, much love. I know you're getting that grind on up there, man. I hope we could see you at the Iron Elite. But you said, you got to get that grind on. So how's everybody? Come on in. Can you see that, Doc? Give a couple of those shout outs out.
Good evening. That's Kay Famson. Kay Famson, good evening. Welcome.
Yeah, indeed.
Bolo say, this snow won't let them be great up there.
Who's that ATL checking in?
Jay Everyday Rider, welcome.
Yes, indeed, man. Mac, Bolo, Robert Russell. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday. Yeah. Happy Tuesday. Good evening.
What's like that talking about, man?
Everyone hit the like button logged on like that.
Like that. That's what I'm talking about, man. Good deal. Welcome, everybody. Come on in before we get this thing started. Look at here, folks, man. We got the one and only no other than Keep It Logic. We got Logic on with us tonight, man. Logic be putting out some good nuggets, man. He be having those Logic moments, man. Listen to him. Tune in. Make sure you go and subscribe to his channel as well. Keep It
That's right.
Logic. That's
Yep.
right, man. That's right. Nothing but love. Nothing but love. Joe Fam. We got for Joe Fam in. We got Joe and Bev in out of the Tennessee 2. Man, we got a lot of people coming in.
Hey.
Joe and Bev been with me since day one, man. They've been top tier supporters since day one. And they part of the RTE family, Tennessee 2. From his,
KSolo,
yes.
what made you want to start a podcast?
Because I didn't. To be honest with you, I didn't. But the reason why I even brought the equipment is because, like I said, I couldn't ride the Hoka hay. So I wanted to just be involved with it. I wanted to cover it. I wanted to just share my experience with others. And it just blossomed from there. I just thank everybody for subscribing to the channel in the very beginning, coming on and just being a part of it, because I still get family members that thank me for doing the podcast and keeping them informed. So that's what got me started in it. And then, Big Sarge and Retro and Big Cell, LT, my guy, Jess GQ, all of them, we were doing our thing, getting ready for the Iron Elite event. And it just blossomed from there, it just blossomed from there. Low Key hit me up, Low Key right here, out of Houston. He's been an inspiration to me as well to get this podcast thing up and running, man. And I'm loving the feedback. What's going on, Scuba Steve?
Hey, Scuba Steve.
That's your boy right there, Doc.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Yeah, we did. Everybody, come on in, man. I appreciate every one of you guys, man. I can't wait to see that day that we look up there and we see 100 people on viewing. I can't wait to see that day, man. That's going to be a blessing. I hope we can reach that milestone, that goal.
Oh,
That is
yeah,
our goal.
we will.
We will.
We're doing a thing.
We're doing the thing. A lot of positive feedback from across the board. Everybody sitting there saying, hey, man, I love what you're doing. I like the way you're going with it. So keep doing what you're doing. So as long as we keep getting that, we're going to keep doing what we're doing. My guy, OG Weasel hit me up. OG Weasel hit me up and said, Solo, keep doing what you're doing. He's short-worded, man. He just said, keep doing what you're doing, Solo. Keep doing what you're doing. Hey, Kelly, what's going on? Kelly H2O, you know it. Got to get you on here, Kelly.
I was trying to pull up a positive note that I got today about the podcast.
Yeah. Please share it.
All right, hold on.
Okay. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, hey, tonight, man, we got something special on for you. You know I like my OG moments. And we got an OG that's going to be coming on. And we told him, say, sir, we're going to turn the platform over to you. You just fill us full of this knowledge. Tell us about it. Enlighten us. So that's what we got for tonight. But Doc, you got one of those.
I got the. So my positive note, I had a lady that supports the show and supports me and my Sankofa charity. But she said she had been watching the show and she hadn't caught it like recently. But she told me, she said, you have definitely come to yourself since you started. The confidence shown has been apparent when I last watched the show. Keep doing great things, my darling.
Oh, look at there, folks. Look at there.
That's what I said, man. I said I was nervous. I'm still nervous, but that was dope that she noticed it,
Yeah, that's it, man. We grow into it. We get it. You get it. But listen, folks, we're gonna go ahead and kick this thing off. We can't hold this gentleman. He's out there on that West Coast. We have a gentleman joining us tonight out of San Diego, California. And some of you may have heard of his club, his nation, that he's one of the original founders of that club, which is incredible. 1972. 1972.
It was seven. It was seven of them.
It was seven of them. And we're going to hear how that seven formed, how they come together, and how the wives, now get this, how the wives played a role in them starting and doing what they doing to this very day. So
Oh yeah.
listen, folks, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and bring him in. Our special guest tonight is Mr. Paul E. Perry, co-founder of the mighty Black Sabbath NC Nation. Come on in here, sir. How you doing?
Welcome.
Hey. Life is good, man. Glad to be on your show.
Nice.
Yes, indeed. We're excited. Honored to have you on this show, sir, on this little platform that we got here with about an hour and 30 minutes worth of bandwidth. But hey, tonight we just want to just turn it over to you and just kind of enlighten us about your organization, how you got started, and your legacy and journey.
Okay, well, it all started when my family used to come to California every summer to help my sister with her kids to go to RN school, to be an RN. And one summer, my mom said, we ain't going back. and I'm from Little Rock.
Okay.
And from that point, uh, I grew up, went to Lincoln High, graduated the class of 67. By 1970, I had been working at my job, which was San Diego Gas and Electric, probably 5 or 6 years by the end, right out of high school, immediately to a job. And we had all kinds of co-workers. We all worked for a company that didn't really hire minorities at that particular time. And somehow or other, they had to do a plight where they had to hire us in. And I was one of the fortunate ones that got hired. And so was one of the other co-founders, maybe two other co-founders.
Mm-hmm.
And anyhow, from that point, this was like the late, like 1970 or something like that. Then 72, I started kind of messing around with a motorcycle that I purchased that on a humbug. A friend of mine's had a bike, and he said, "Do you want to buy the bike, Paul?" His name was Paul too, so I bought it. I bought the bike from because I always wanted a bike. Back then, parents wouldn't let you necessarily have no motorcycle. That was definitely out the question.
Mm-hmm.
So I was grown enough, and I bought this bike, and I would be practicing it in the evening once I got off work. And before this, we used to meet at the liquor store, and they kept wondering where was I at. I kept going home in the evening. So they jumped in the car and rode by, and they caught me practicing riding on the motorcycle, and it was on from that point.
Okay.
Maybe about 6 or 7 of us learned how to ride on this one 305 Scrambler that I got on a Christmas. Okay.
Okay.
And from
Okay.
that point, everybody wanted their own bike. So once everybody got their bike, we just started hanging out with each other. We first at each other's house, then we was at the park. We met originally at the park after work before we
Mm-hmm.
act. That's where we really formed at, was at the park after work, because we all worked
Right.
at different districts. And,
Right.
after we get off work, we'd meet at the park. And it was 7 of us, the majority of us worked for the San Diego Gas and Electric. And
Mm-hmm.
we decided that we're going to start us a club. And they came up with the name Black Sabbath, because it was 7 of us that rode on Sunday. That was our day to ride, because everybody worked Monday through Friday, but Saturday, but Sunday was token our day to ride. You drop everything to ride Sunday. Okay.
Okay.
And from that point, we formed, like I said, it was 7 Black guys that rode on Sunday. Okay. That's where the name came from. Now, eventually we didn't stay all Black. I imagine before maybe about 1975, 73, 74, maybe 75, we had a white sergeant. His name was Staff Aker. And then we had an Indian guy that we called Running Wolf. His name, his trade, I mean, his native name was Running Wolf, you know. And we had a lot of good times, man. You know, it was the land of the free, and nobody understood us, and everybody hated us. Okay.
Wow.
Not only were we being hated, just nobody. I mean, seriously, nobody liked us. And if you rode a bike, or there's something wrong with you, you're crazy. It was all bad in the beginning. It was all bad. You guys got cookies and creams now.
Yeah. Now,
It
back
was all
then,
bad.
yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Back then, one percenters were really just sorting out. You had what, the Hells Angels down there, the Mongols down there. You had
Yeah.
a couple other one percenters down there. I think Chosen Few was down
Yep.
there.
But
And you guys were
they
catching.
wasn't really in San Diego. They were like
Okay.
the club, the one percenters that was in San Diego
Mhm.
was the AJs and the Mongols.
Okay.
There was no one percenters down there. Matter of fact, when we started, there was only 4 clubs in the whole county here. Okay,
Mhm.
as far as black clubs is concerned, and we was one of the 4. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
so no, they didn't come until later. Just
Okay.
like we were alias country bumpkins. Okay, nobody wanted to be bothered. We was unhip. Until they came down and saw for themselves and found out that, wow, some good looking women down there, man. This is the best kept secret they could ever find. It was like then everybody was sneaking down here. Okay, you couldn't keep them
Uh-huh.
away from me.
It was that yellow, man. I think that was
Yes,
part of y'all. I think that was part of y'all color as well, correct? I mean, the breakdown
yes,
of your patch and the cross and the name, because I know back then, I think there was a band called Black Sabbath.
yes, it was. But we had never even heard of them. They was in England or somewhere. You know what? Back then, it wasn't even cool to be called black anything. Okay. That was worse. That was worse than the N word. Okay,
Wow. Wow.
So yes, we had it to go through, but
Mhm.
we stuck it out. We didn't let nobody deter us from nothing. We were quite determined. You know, and my determination has gotten us to where we are today. As a nation,
Yes, sir.
because hey, it would have been so easy to quit. Okay,
Right.
everybody said we wasn't going to make it. That
Mhm.
name, y'all's attitude, man, we wasn't scared of nothing or nobody. Okay,
Right.
if you brought it, you believe me, you're gonna get it. Okay, at our camp,
Okay. Okay.
and that went for everybody. If you brought it, you was gonna get it for real.
Yeah.
You
You had
know,
to stand and
we might
stand
have
on
been
business.
so-called country bumping, but didn't nobody come down there picking on us.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, I'm gonna I'm gonna turn it over to you, Doc. If you're finished, sir, just kind of giving us that. Doc, I know you had a question that you wanted to just throw at him right quick, and then I always open up with your questions. So I'm gonna let you go ahead and hit him with that first question.
Well, yeah, I definitely want to know if you have any military affiliation. I noticed I saw some Navy titles up under that
Yeah.
picture.
Yes, my crew was full of military guys. I didn't personally do any military time. Okay, I was immediately right out of high school into job labor. Okay,
Mhm.
for some reason they missed me because my brother was already there, and I had dependents. Okay,
Okay.
Okay.
but
Okay.
Uh-huh.
all of my members, the majority of them, not the majority, but like I said, more than when we started. We were mostly gas and electric. But as the
Mhm.
years went by, the military guys would, San Diego's a port, we get the guys that
Mhm.
come in and stay 3, 4 years. And I used to hate that, man. They in for 2 years and then they gone. Just as soon as you teach them something, they gone back
Wow.
to sea.
Wow.
And then they wanted to know what happened. not
Okay.
sending any revenue back, but be wondering what happened.
Oh.
You know, that was even the time in our life when, you know, just being a member was totally free. All you had to do was be a member. You know, you didn't have to buy gas for your bike. You didn't have to pay for any dances or anything. All you had to do was show up. Okay. We had our own income. Okay. Really. And we didn't need, and we wasn't doing nothing illegal. Okay.
Now
It wasn't like we was doing illegal shit. We was just that business minded. Okay.
So you started an organization with a business mind frame.
I'm sorry.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah.
Okay, so you started the organization with a business mind frame, with a business plan of saying we want to teach each other, generate money legally, wouldn't have to pay dues, and then still be able to give back to the community. Is that correct, sir?
Correct. But my members failed to start recruiting, man. When you stop recruiting, you start dying. You know, they got so complacent because, you know, they had it made. You know, it's kind of like I did it to them, but I didn't intend to do it like that. You know, we still got to recruit. I mean, they got so selfish they didn't want nobody even coming in.
Wow.
Yes, it was self-inflicted, okay? And then by the time we get something going, then the membership is down too damn low to get anything going, okay? They just ran off everybody.
Wow.
No.
But that's that's one of those things to say about growth. You know, you have to have that in mind of growth, of growing your organization, the right people in place to grow your organization.
Yeah.
And then you have to have a plan. You know, you have to have a 3, 5, 10-year plan, or however you want to do it. So, you know, your
We
member can
had
see
all
the
of that.
growth. So you can
Trust me, we
talk
had
to
all
it.
of that.
Talk to it. Yes, sir. Because you had people in,
We had all of that, man. I'm telling you. We had it. Okay, look,
right.
it'd be different if I didn't know what I was talking about, but I was the business manager at that particular time. You know
Yes,
what I'm
sir.
saying?
Yes,
Right.
sir.
I was the money man. I wrote checks to my members just for being members. Okay.
Wow. And I'm pretty sure some club may still be blessed with that format or taking care of their members like that. But could you imagine being in an organization where you don't even have to pay dues? Where
No.
you can sit there and say, well, the annual's already covered because we've invested this, we own our own
Yeah.
clubhouse, we
Right.
do this, we have insurance policies out on each of our
Yeah.
members. When our members die, we have a $10,000 payment. We give $8,000 to the family, we give $2,000 back to the club, part of the dues that they're paying. Come on, man. Could you imagine?
Man, we had all of that, man. We had all of that, but man, my people they just did stupid shit, okay?
Right.
Yeah, we don't want to really work and just want to go to the liquor store. Some dumb shit, okay?
Now I'm gonna jump back, sir. I'm gonna jump back to the founding of your organization.
Okay.
Your organization, like I say, is Black Sabbath. Your patch
Right.
design is that with a cross, a yellow chopper, and it seems like someone in a blue outfit. Can you just kind of break that down for us so we can understand the
Yeah.
breakdown of the organization?
Okay, that guy on the chopper, he's supposed to have a natural, you know. And if you've been in a club and you know how hard it is to get one goddamn patch maker to make all of the patches the same. If you've been in a club before, then you know the patch maker is the key to every goddamn thing, because you're not going to get all of the patches the same. Somebody's going to do something. The cross is going to be crooked. The letter's going to be ass. I mean, you know, unless you've been through that, then nobody really knows what it takes to get a goddamn patch. And then once you get a patch maker, then none of your people do not let no patches made at all. I
So
love it.
everything was from mother.
You got to find a patch maker. It could take you years to find a patch maker to make the same patch for all of your members. Think about it.
But because you
Mhm.
at the
And, you
time,
know,
you
people
guys
want to
were
cry
getting leather
about this.
at the time, you guys were getting leather patches made, correct?
Correct. Well, no, in the beginning, we didn't have leather patch. You know, this is a process. In the beginning, it was cloth, man. We didn't go to
Mm,
leather until, in the beginning, we wore Levi jean jackets, okay? The leather
mm,
wasn't even in the picture, okay? The
mhm,
cut off
mhm,
Levi jean jacket down to halfway down your arm with the sleeve, half sleeve,
mhm,
okay?
mhm.
All jackets were like that, okay? The leather didn't come until later into the years because your jean jacket wasn't gonna last but a season before it turns into strings.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And then he put that on a vest, on a leather jacket, and you ride. How long you figure that patch gonna last? Maybe a season?
A season.
Maybe a season. Okay. It may be a season, okay? If you ride, you ain't gonna get a season out of it, okay?
That's right.
No, I see. Like I said, patch making. Everybody wants to complain and bitch about a patch. You know, if you find one patch maker, you better treat him like he's gold, man. They do
Mm,
your patches right the first time. I'm telling you, because you ain't gonna find nobody else. And then once you lose him, guess what you got to do all over again,
yeah.
You gotta
all over again. And say
digitize
like I
all
have
that.
a nation. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? It's if I had the one patch maker and somebody got a hold to him, okay. They did some dumb shit and he said he'll never make patches for my club again.
Mm,
Okay.
mm.
Mm, mm, mm.
Okay. This is experience, I'm telling you, okay. And if you have any of your history shit, put it
Mhm.
away, young buck. Put
Right.
it away now because one day it'll be your history. You
Yes,
know,
sir.
I tried to put away as much stuff as I could, you know, but I wished I'd have kept our very first annual dance, which was $3.50. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, man, $3.50 entry fee, 50 cents for a beer.
Okay. Okay. You feel me?
I feel you, man. Yes, sir, indeed. Yes, sir, indeed, man. Hey, Tina Lightfoot, well, welcome back to the channel. Tina Lightfoot has a membership to the channel along with
Yeah.
MacGyver tonight. So I want to thank everybody for coming in. Hey, man, we got royalty in the house tonight. We got the likes of Black Dragon in. We got Lavish in. We got Logic looking on. We got the cigar guy on. We got
Hey, but
people coming on. We got Big John Levins on. Man,
man,
everybody, man.
one thing I would like to clear up, you know, the people said that I left the club. Ain't no such thing as me leaving the fucking club, man. I can't leave some shit I started. Okay. They might
Oh,
call themselves
gee.
putting me out.
No,
Ooh.
oh,
You know, like I
how can
said,
I don't
and
understand that. How can a founder, he may step away or she may step away, but how can a founder that found something leave it
hey,
if you
be-
founded it,
because of
created it?
because of some Mickey Millie Mouth MF told him that. Okay, and they ain't asked me shit. Okay,
Mm,
it's always I heard. Okay, but you ain't asked me shit. But you gonna
mm.
always hear some what, and that shit would tear your house up.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
ain't no way in hell I would quit some shit that I done started fucking 54 years ago.
Mm.
Okay, my marriage ain't even been that goddamn long. Okay.
Whoo. Doc, you gonna hit him with a question right quick? Because he's getting fired up, baby. He's getting fired up.
Well,
That's what I'm talking about.
I was gonna ask you about your family, you know, your wife and children, you know, if you have any children
Yeah, yeah.
and
I
then
got two kids. One of them probably about your age. Okay. I got. They both are probably about your age. Okay. Thank goodness for my wife. She rolled me down like a Brahma bull. Okay, because I was wild and crazy, like all the rest of them guys that ain't got sense up. Take your ass home. Okay. Take your ass home, buddy.
But I'm
but
but I'm oh, go ahead, Doc.
I was just gonna say, but you had support, family support when you was initially starting and running
No,
the club.
no, No, nobody helped us, baby. Did you hear me? We had the plague. Okay. We weren't getting help from nobody. Absolutely nobody. Okay. Ain't nobody helped us do nothing. Ain't helped us do a damn thing. Did you hear me? They hated us. For real. Okay. Not only was we black, but we was bikers too.
Right.
Here's a double fold for us niggas, okay?
Ooh. Because back then, you guys was down in San Diego. I know there was some other clubs up in LA that was coming out around town, like the Choppers. You got the East Bay Dragons, those guys,
Yeah.
like I say, Chosen
Oh, well,
Few.
we was tight with the Dragons. You know, we loved the Dragons. They used to come down every year for our dance, and we go up to their dance every year. And we was real tight with the Dragons. And
Okay.
that was one of our favorite runs, you know, there and in a place called Salton Sea, you know. The Salton Sea was like a giant camp out. You know, everybody just bring their best toys, the 4x, the race bikes, and we go down to the airstrip. We had our own airstrip that they rent out. And man, we just tear shit up, man.
Right,
Yeah, with
right,
that kind of stuff.
right.
Okay.
Yeah, remember that this is Sugar Man right here.
Yeah, that's Sugar Man.
Sugar Man. Yeah, he was one of you guys, well-known racers out there.
Yeah, he was
Uh,
our racer, not one
yeah.
of ours. He was our best.
Okay. Okay. Shout out
Yeah.
to Sugar Man.
So, yeah, shout out to Sugar Man. He know he know he know what he did. Yeah, yeah. I built his first bike, man.
Oh, you were a
Okay.
bike builder? You were a bike builder as well?
Man, look, I built and gave so many people bikes. I could feel two hands. Okay, because I wanted my members to be riding. You know.
Right.
You know, and shoot, man, and money was not necessarily our problem. Everybody had a job.
So was
Yeah,
that so was that
I built Sugar Man's first KZ, what, 1100. I mean 1000. The first 1500. It was on a 900 mil with 10-15 jugs, and that sucker ran. It ran it like a scalded dog. Couldn't nobody beat him. Okay. Yeah,
Man.
but he was quick though. Anyway, you know.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I gave away bikes like I gave away shoes, man. Okay,
Wow.
you
I
know,
have
because it was just a thing. You know, it wasn't like I was swimming in money and shit. But you know, like if you showed me enough attention that you wanted to ride, I'd build your bike for you. Okay, let's put it like that.
So that was one of the club things of building
Yeah, yeah.
drag bikes,
Building bikes
hoppers and all that.
from my backyard. We went from my backyard building bikes. That was the first where the first bike came from. Sugar Man's bike. You know, race bike. You know, not his first motorcycle. Let's get that
Right.
straight. Okay, but for the first race bike, I built it in my backyard. Okay, and it was untouchable. It wasn't like this, like what he's sitting on. You know, this
Right. Yeah.
is when way up the scale here. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay. Doc Remy.
Yeah, so right before the show, like, our pre-production, we were talking, and you said back then, you stood on business and nobody really messed with you because you were disliked, right? And you also mentioned about owning a Harley. It wasn't a thing then. If you owned a Harley, you said maybe 2 days later somebody was going to come and get your Harley. So my question to you is, given those adversities that you faced, would you say that's the reason why why outlaws are 1% or have the mentality of, we are we strong, we are elite because we had to conquer and do for our own and build and conquer territories, back in the day? Is that what I'm getting?
I wouldn't necessarily say that instant. You know, it just was a black man wasn't supposed to be owning no Harley. Okay, let's put it like that. So you must have did something. Somebody was always looking to get it from you. Okay, it was taboo.
Okay.
If you had it, believe me, it slept in the dining room in your house.
Do it to come up missing.
Yeah. And
Man.
it wasn't nothing because most of us did have the bikes in the dining room. Yeah, my bike was worth more to me than anything in the damn house. Of course, my old lady didn't think like that though.
Right.
Of course.
Now you were in pre-production. You were telling us about how the old ladies, and if I may, the old ladies kind of like got tired of you guys being in the living room and around. They kicked y'all out the house, man. Tell the truth.
Man, let me tell you this story,
Tell the
man. When
truth.
we had made everybody had them at everybody had made it to everybody's house at least once, you know, and so they got to meet the rest of us, you know, and then all of a sudden, man, we was at the president's house, and back then we didn't call him president, we call him first rider. First rider
Okay.
was first rider. He
First
was the
rider.
president. Okay,
Okay.
he was known as first rider. So we was at first rider's house, man, and all of a sudden, an old lady started hollering, and all of a sudden, you need to get them rowdy motherfuckers up out of here. Then we went to Saul's house, and then, you know, he was married, you know, but his old lady was bitching, man. Everybody had old lady at the house but me at that particular time. But I didn't have no garage, so wasn't nowhere to hang out but outside. So we said, man, we can't put up with this shit. We need to get our own goddamn place.
Mm-hmm.
And sure enough, we put the APB out for our own place. And what, shoot, man, next thing we know, we was moving in 4280 Market Street. And that was the best thing that ever happened to us, man, because we didn't have to really worry about anything, because the Godfather would always cook in the evening. You know, by the time you get off work, it'd always be some beans and rice and chicken and all kinds of whatever you wanted to eat. You know, it was kind of like hard to even go home because when else isn't going there when you can eat at the clubhouse.
Right.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was bad, but it was good.
I'm
Bad, but it was good, you know, because
bad, but it was good.
some guys
The
didn't
beginning.
learn how to go home, you know, period, you know.
Right. I'm going to jump back to you there because I want to hear about this history. I want to try to catch as much of that if I can. And
Okay.
I also know I got Big John Bunch on, Black Dragon on, so he's dropping the comments in there as well. He dropped one in there. First Rider and Road Captain were the only two officers in the Black Sabbath MC initially. All were equal. That's what's up. That's what's
Right.
up. Man. That's what's up. Good deal. But I'm going to jump back to the time when we're going to talk about the cross.
Okay.
You were telling me that the way the design of the cross was, and then it kind of rubbed some different with another club. Can you just kind of bring me back to that point?
That point, okay, yes. The first to have so-called called us out, it wasn't a call out, but they had the rumor that they were looking for us was the Mongols. And we was talking to one another, and we heard the rumor, and one of my club members lived right down the street from the Mongols clubhouse. And so my members say, hey, let's go see what the hell they want. You know what I'm saying? So we jumped on our bikes and we rode over to their clubhouse, which was right down the street from my clubhouse, remember, in Emerald Hills. So we ride over there, you know, and knock on the door, and, you know, they heard us coming up, you know. I guess they thought it was going to be trouble, but shit, it wasn't no trouble. We heard y'all was looking for us, you know. Yeah, well, we heard that y'all got a Mongol riding on a motorcycle on a chopper, you know, and true, we got a black guy on a chopper, but he has an afro. That was our thing, was the afro that kept us separate from them. Their guy got a ponytail, and their cross is different than ours, okay? So we knew that wouldn't even be a problem. Afro don't look like no ponytail, okay? No way you look at it, okay? And our cross is totally different than theirs. And that was when the Mongols rode down us, we rode down on them. Well, not really rode down. We wanted to see what it's all about because we was young bucks. You know, if somebody looking for us, we easy to find. We had our own clubhouse. You can just come down to 4280. And you know, the next was, you know, the chosen few. 1975, I think that was. They rolled down upon us because they said that somebody in San Diego was riding around with their cross. And me and Dangerous John, we talked, and he found out that their cross is dog bones and ours is Gothic. So they said, "Oh man, they just lied on y'all, man." And then, like I said, they started looking around, and man, we had all these hotties around us, man. Shit. Yeah. Next thing we know, we was like best of friends. We even got to share each other's clubhouse. They had a key to our clubhouse, and we had a key to their clubhouse. Dodge City. Ain't too many clubs can say they had a key to Dodge City, but we did. We can come and go at that place anytime we got ready. They can come and go at our time, at our place at any time they got ready. That's how tight we were, you know. And this was before this. Well, I imagine they had the 1% sign or whatever, but I never did pay any attention. You know, like I said, we was our own people. We didn't need nobody, nor were we afraid of anybody. Okay.
Hey, Pep.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Pep. Back then, did you see any women riders?
There was maybe a handful. And we had a lady that we called Little Bit. She was the first one of our members to ride cross country by herself on a Sportster. Yes. Her name was Little Bit.
So Black Sabbath is a co-ed club.
Well, if you want to call it co-ed, you know, we was a club, but it was a chauvinistic club, man club. We had women in there.
Okay.
They wasn't officers necessarily. Of course, they come through the secretary or whatever. But a little bit was the secretary at one time, but she also rode. So, you know, like there was the riding women, which was maybe one or two, and then there was the auxiliary. Now they didn't get the classification as the auxiliary because they rode. Okay, that they did get their recognition for ride from my club. Okay, now back then nobody would recognize them at all. Period. Okay, ain't nothing like it is now. You know, they be ready to jump on you because you got a woman rider in your club. It was stupid, okay? And I used to always tell them, you can't do that. You can't do that. The women are women, okay? They don't have to take that shit. You know, they can, once women realize how powerful they were, look at them now. You know, they got better bikes than the dudes. You know, some of them got 2 or 3 goddamn bikes. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
I love it.
All the shit that I said that was going to come true is coming true.
It's coming true.
They didn't believe me. You know, even when we went to do the movie Biker Boys, they didn't believe. I told them we're going to make the Turner Classic. Just come on. Oh man. Oh well. Every damn excuse that you could think out under the sun. Okay. But me and Dragon did it. We had so much fun, man. It was just like being at an annual for 90 days, okay, every day. And you got paid and your bike got paid. We went and hired all of the bikers in LA that was unemployed.
Yeah.
They was employed by us. They did all the ones that you saw in the movie. They was employed by DreamWorks. Okay, we went and got them because DreamWorks don't know none of them damn bikers, not at all. We even had to take them out and show them what bikers do. Okay, they didn't even have a clue what the hell bikers do. And man, that was the best time that they ever had when we took them to the Chosen Few Clubhouse. They was getting tattoos all night, man. It was, oh man, ooh wee.
Now I say this because when I came into the culture, I started doing my research and homework on Black MCs, and of course Hollywood had their own spin on it. But this movie right here, it featured Chopper's MC, I think out of LA. And there's been other couple of clubs, even the Chosen Few used to support movies. A couple other, I don't know if East Bay Dragons supported, but they would, and just like what One Down MC, what Goldie has done, you know, with Son of Anarchy.
Mhm.
You know, we've been supporting Hollywood. We've been supporting holidays, you know, for long. We have a rich history. And I try to tell people that do your homework. Don't just come into the motorcycle set right now and pick up and just go forward. Look back behind you. Do some homework, do some research, put it in your mind, formulate and learn the history of the urban Black motorcycle culture, man, because it's deep and it's rich and we got a lot of history on it. And I hope people take that to heart and do a little homework because, man, this movie right here, I went and watched it, and they're wearing their actual cuts. The choppers were wearing their actual cuts, and this is the name
Yeah.
of the movie, Black Angels. Black Angels. And by you saying that, being affiliated, because your club will forever be known and associated with that movie, which pretty much is I will say it's an urban classic now, because everybody would sit there and say biker boys, biker boys, biker boys. But your organization was there during the filming of the making of it. You guys were SMEs, subject matter experts. You
Right.
guys helped them make that
No,
movie.
Black Dragon was the main directors. Them people didn't have no kind of idea what bikers did, period. And all of the trophies and shit that you see in the background, that was all from my clubhouse. They rented all of that memorabilia, okay? And like I said, I just couldn't get my people just to even cooperate. And I wished I could have, but it's okay because we made it anyway. And I was right, okay? I'm in there.
Yeah.
I'm in the movie. And like I said, my wife, she thought I was out playing hooky with the women. And when she got to open up them envelopes and them checks, she said, "Okay, honey, have fun."
Oh, good deal. Good deal.
I told her I was on a mission, a money mission, okay? And I was on the mission to make sure Black got represented as best as we could. And believe me, it was a real drag because they didn't really want the movie to succeed. And see, and I was kind of like in the background where they didn't really know who I was. And I was being exposed to the trickery shit, you know, like they didn't want the Black actors riding the bike. They didn't want them practicing. You know, it was just a bunch of dumb crap, you know. And they was trying to pull a Murphy on us. You know what I'm saying? But see, I got to see all of that, but nobody got to see me because I was hanging out with the guy that's head of transportation that moved everything that moved on the set, the food, the lights, the cameras, the action. You know, he was my best buddy, you know. He wanted me always with him. Come on, Paul, come ride in the golf cart with me. So you know, I didn't mind because hell, I was learning all kinds of unbelievable stuff, man. How they really actually make movies. It was just so fascinating. I mean, it was just heart-wrenching, man. And then, like I said, you didn't have to want for nothing because they had it was like being on a cruise ship. All the food you could eat as many times as you want. The only thing they didn't want you smoking no dope and drinking no liquor. That was pretty easy to do, okay?
Smoking dope, drinking liquor, then you ain't living.
They had a tractor trailer full of Red Bull, okay? all the Red Bull you could drink,
Oh,
okay?
man. Oh,
Yeah.
man, that's
But
good
you know,
stuff.
it was just, you know, I could go on and on and on. Now, I know we need to talk about something else. Don't let me ramble, okay?
Sir, you can have the platform. I told you can have the platform. I got my credit card out. We're going to get some extended bandwidth, talk about it. The only thing I ask, sir, is just to sit back just a little bit so we can kind of see you. There you go. There you
Okay,
go. So we can see
I get excited, you know, because you know this is all stuff that nobody really get to know, you know.
Right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unless you were there.
Right.
And like I said, I couldn't get my people to cooperate with me to even be there.
Mm,
Okay. And like I said, I was a business minded person. Okay. I've
mhm,
always been business minded. I like to have toys. Okay. I love toys. And I don't think I should be deprived of any toy that I want.
mm,
And I try to make my toy box. My toy box, it ain't full, but I got room for some more.
mm. Doc, you had a question?
I do. I got a couple of questions, but the first one, I'm trying to think which one I would get in first, but you said you got your credit card, you going, so we good. So uh Mr. Mr. Perry, my first question is long distance riding. Were you guys long, like doing the four corners and
No,
going?
back then, I would say my longest ride, I would say, was probably to the East Bay Dragons back then. Because half of us, uh, we had jobs and stuff. So like you couldn't just break off like you guys can now, because you guys got 3 and 4 weeks vacation and shit. If you was in your 20s and you only got 1 week, you couldn't afford no Copenhagen or none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? If you did, you wouldn't have no job when you got back.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But like I said, I haven't did a cross country run. Like I said, probably the longest I've ever done was probably East Bay Dragons. As
Now,
as far as the group is concerned,
right, but
as
I'll
as
say,
a pack,
go ahead, sir.
not as a pack. Is that what you mean?
No, I was just talking about you.
Me as an individual? Yes, I,
Yes.
I did the East Bay Dragons. No, and that's like about 8, 9, 10 hours.
Mhm,
Okay.
mhm.
You
Because
know,
because because be go ahead, sir.
my situation, back then I had time and I could do that. But now I'm not trying to. I've did as much riding as I really care about. I got a truck, a trailer, and all the rest of that shit, bells and whistles. Because like in the beginning, like we more likely started out as a van club. Okay, all of us
Okay.
had vans.
Mhm.
Mhm.
All of my members pretty much had vans, and I bought an RV in 73. So like I joined with them because they all had vans, and I wanted something different, so I bought an RV. And like my RV would always go on wherever run we going, because the old lady, if she going, she got to have all the accommodations. I can do all that. We did all of that roughing and sleeping
Y'all
in the
did all that
van
stuff.
crap.
Y'all did the camping stuff. Y'all did the highway pull aside the roads and gas stops and all that.
Yeah, we did that. We were past that. Once we found out about Salton Sea, a place called Salton Sea is where everybody would go and camp out. They rent
Mhm.
the park, and it was kind of like it was a beach,
Right.
and we camp out for the weekend, and it's
Nice.
probably like about 5 or 6 hours from San Diego, and maybe 2 or 3 hours from LA. So it was a happy medium for both San Diego and LA. We kind of meet at the Salton Sea.
Nice. I know low key just commented that he'd been to the Salton Sea, and I'm sure if in the comments, folks, give us and we didn't ask you that. Give us a thumbs up if we're coming in clear. You can hear us loud and clear. Everything looks good. Just give us a thumbs up. And if you've been in the Salton Sea, or if you are even in Black Sabbath NC, or have been in Black Sabbath NC, just give me a shout out, man. Drop it in a comment. We greatly appreciate it. But sir, I'm gonna have to ask you this one right here, because we've had Mr. Phil Baker on the podcast as well. The National Roundup was something that was established for Black bikers to come together and do a big old field event and just meet up. Did you ever attend?
Hey, uh, we did one in Madeira. The one and only time that they came to California.
Mhm.
Uh, I forgot whether it was the year 10 or something like that, but it was the year that they did California. We was one of the most host clubs, because we got the Saturday crew to do the gate and all the rest of that. Because
Mhm.
I don't know whether you realize it, but when you go on that list, and you're kind of like in our organization, then your club has to do the gate or security or something like that. So we had to do the gate at the Madeira Roundup. So yes, I know very well what a Roundup is. And matter of fact, my particular crew made the most money that year. Okay, on the gate. Okay.
Man.
So yes, we know about the Roundup. I've been to quite a few of them. I would like to go to the one in Arkansas because it's going to be in Little Rock. I was there
That's
once
home.
before when last time it was in Little Rock. I was there. Okay, and I still got kin folks there.
Yes, sir.
That's where the Perry's is. Okay, so naturally I want to go, but it's kind of like too far away for me to even predict. You know, because not that I got a job or anything, but the wife and I are traveling, and my intent is to go. Let's put it like that.
Okay.
My
I knew it's gonna
intent
be
is to
I know
go.
it's gonna be in Little Rock, so I knew that was home for you.
Yes. No,
so
I want to go back because last time I was there, I had a good time. Plus, I ain't seen my people since COVID came and went, and 3 or 4 years before COVID. So I'm getting homesick. I'm getting withdrawals.
Right. Well, look, sir. Doc. Hey, look, we got to take a quick commercial break, right quick, folks, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna continue on. I'm gonna load up the bandwidth and we're gonna keep this thing rolling. So just stay where you're at. We'll be right back.
Yep.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your man, Jeff, aka DJ FX. That's right, the owner of Creative Views. And today's podcast is being sponsored by Creative Views, the place where you can get all your custom designs, DTF printing, as well as video editing. So make sure you come, get in contact with me at creativeviews25 at outlook.com, or go to the website at creativeviews.com and check out the awesome custom designs that you can be seen wearing. So now, let's be legendary and aspire to inspire. Right here on Riding with KSolo and Doc in the building, Remy. Peace.
Nice.
And just like that, we're back.
Hey, I love that.
Hey, man, we're trying, man. We're trying. We got a great support team, man. Shout out to my guy, DJ FX, man. He's always coming through for me. And I'm always support him because in the very beginning, he was supporting me, man. He was giving me tips because, he's been in the podcasting business. He was doing it before I was, so he really helped me out. So I just want to thank him, man. So anytime I can give him a plug, I always give him a plug. Tonight, folks, we have no other than Mr. Paul E. Perry, a.k.a. Pep, co-founder of the mighty, I got to get that right now, the mighty Black Sabbath MC Nation. He's dropping it down heavy on us. He's giving a lot of history, a lot of knowledge. We've even heard some terminology that we haven't even heard before. So make sure you just stay with us. Make sure formulate your questions right now. I'm going to drop them in the comments, and then we're just going to just have at it. So, Doc, I'm going to just go ahead and let you open up this second half with one of your questions, and I'm going to come back with one of mine.
Okay. Mr. Perry, how did your club expand? Were you guys riding and taking over territories?
No, we wasn't exactly taking over territories, but it's because of Black Dragon that we expanded. I couldn't personally say no other person did our expansion other than Black Dragon. I can't think of anybody that said that they could bring in a chapter or anything or more than one member. Due to my necessarily teaching Black Dragon of my dream that he took from, I used to explain to him, like I said, he was the only guy that really wanted to learn anything about motorcycle stuff. So I was teaching him everything I could. And I was teaching him, and I'm thinking that he wasn't really paying attention. But later on, I found out that he was paying attention to everything I was saying. And I used to tell him, like, we should be nationwide, we shouldn't be just down to 1 or 2 chapters. We're a nation. And sure enough, he took the ball and he ran with it. Of course, he was saying, well, how can I build a nation? How can I build a nation? I said, son, all you got to do is get on that motorcycle and ride. And sure enough, it probably was maybe 2 to 5 years later, my club became a nation, in which I was a national president anyway, but it wasn't a nation. I had chapters in almost every state. We had chapters in almost every state we got one knucklehead that came in and just destroyed all of that buildup. Okay. All of them, she say dumb shit. Okay. It's a shame that my people would listen to somebody that don't know shit, just talk smooth. But it's didn't happen to us before, and it probably won't be the last time. You get a smooth operator, he think he knows everything, but don't know shit. Fucking bubblegum chewer, Been in what,
Yes, sir.
5
Yes,
years?
sir. I'll
Been
take
in
this. I'll
5
take
years,
the
and he
strike.
know more than I do, and I got 50. Okay.
I'll take the strike. Have at it. Say what you want, sir. Say what you will. I'll take the strike. YouTube, everybody, I don't care. I'm gonna take these strike tonight, but we're gonna get these old school knowledge, man.
Yeah,
And
man. Because I try to keep it cordial, but
oh, you're good.
because
You're good, sir.
I'm talking about my feelings. Okay, I
Yes, sir.
still have love for my nation. Okay, ain't no way I will ever be out. Okay,
Right.
ever, and don't let nobody unless you come talk to me, and I ain't gonna hardly say no dumb shit like that. I'm out. Okay, I started this shit. Okay.
Right.
You just came along later, what, 40, 50 years later? If you ain't got 20 years, then you can't even talk to me, really.
Did you all have bylaws?
Yeah. Black Dragon, John Bunch wrote our bylaws. Our bylaws in the beginning was like a third grade. Some third graders wrote it, okay? For real. I wish, for real. You see, you laughing, but
I've heard that. I've heard that. I think I've read that somewhere too, because Black Dragon was in the Navy. He was very but he is very gifted at he's very articulate, he's very gifted at writing, and he basically took what you guys had and just put it all down into a
put
format.
it down in format so it could be applicable for business. It needed to be applicable for business. My people didn't understand business, but it's okay. I understood it, okay? And I knew where I wanted to take us, okay?
Right.
And we got to do everything except we didn't get to keep everybody, okay?
Right.
And which I'm not really mad at anybody because chances are you're going to fall off anyway, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wasn't meant to go to the top, okay?
Right.
And it's no such thing as Pep ever being out of this, okay? As long as I have Black Dragon, he has all of our history. Nobody knows our history better than this man. That's just why I selected him. Because I knew for all of you clubs that's out there, where's your history at? Who wrote it down?
Preach, sir, preach.
Where's your history at? Somebody that got mad at you, and threw it away or something.
You. Where's your history at? And you know who I'm talking to? Where's your history at? Daggone it. Because I know the history. Okay, enough of that.
Yes. and I selected him. Look, we had a newspaper. Okay. My man Black Dragon was so good. When the police came to shut us down, they painted all the way around the club red. And I didn't know what to do. And Black Dragon said, Pep, you want me to get him off? I said, man, I don't know what the hell to do. They just got, man, he got to writing in our newspaper. Next thing I know, I get a call from the police chief saying, man, please get him off. You can't be telling all of that information because they was taking black people behind the lumberyard and beating them up and shit. Okay. We put that shit in the paper, boy. Now I get the chief came to say, hey, please. You can't do this to us. I said, well, you better unwrite. Well, we can't take the paint up, but we can't stop you from repainting it. So they painted red and we painted back gray. Okay.
Mm.
We played that game and they never did mess with us. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
So look, when you get PD off of you, picture this: your clubhouse is painted a red curb all the way around it, all the way to the back. Ain't even no back parking. Okay, you got a motorcycle club. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, you're gonna have to do something.
Yeah,
You're gonna have to do something.
you're gonna have to do something. And when my man Dragon whipped out that pencil on, boy, let me see. I ain't never seen nobody dance to a tune. I didn't know pencil was that sharp, boy.
Black Dragon, I know you out there gleaming right now, man. But
Man, let
all
me tell
props
you,
given to you, man. All props given to
we
you.
pencil whooped the fuck out of them folks. Okay, you know what I'm saying? They couldn't even cope. Please, just tell them to stop.
Stop writing about us. Stop talking too much.
Please.
I know,
I mean,
right?
please. You know, it wasn't funny, but it was funny.
Mm.
All I can think about is they done closed out our house and they done painted all the way around from the front to the back, all the way up the street. It went all the way up the street, bro, past the clubhouse. Okay.
Now on that note right there, sir. On that note right there.
Yeah.
Looking back at it now, probably share with us, if you will, probably one of the most proudest moments of your club that you can remember. One of the most proudest moments.
Oh man, it was at the Chinese Man Theater. It was about 5,000 of us on motorcycles, and we all got to go in the Chinese Man. Okay. The opening of the biker boy movie. Okay. From that point on, I knew. Okay.
You knew from that
I
point
knew.
on.
I knew. Look, we didn't have to go no further. We didn't have to go near further. Okay.
Your
I slapped hands with homie. Okay.
Yeah.
We told jokes and shit. We ate lunch together. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't allow you to take pictures. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't supposed to.
Right. Right.
You know, but you know, like they was homies. Dragon got to go to their house and shit.
Right.
You know, I was too busy trying to take care of business. Dragon was just playing house. Okay. But see, it's okay because I was happily married. Okay. I didn't want to play house. I wanted to play business. You got to understand. I needed them damn dead presidents. Okay. That we went to get and we got. I needed all of them. Okay. Every last one of them.
And you got them. And
we got it.
Wow.
Right. So I'm going to ask you this. I know you got a question, Doc, but I'm going to say, you're saying that was your most proudest moment when you guys finished that product, when you guys was just all the bikers out there supporting it. Was it that the vision that the 7 of you gentlemen had in the beginning of starting this MC, was that pivotal moment where everything was just like coming to fruition? We're like, well, here it is. This is what we envision.
No, I can't even say that because the 7 guys that started this, they ain't nowhere to be found. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is my dream, Pep's dream. Okay.
Pep dream.
I explained to Dragon my dream, and it just so happened that we both had got put out. Our ladies had put us both out, and we didn't have nowhere to stay but the clubhouse. Okay. And it was like 100 degrees every night, and that only thing was cool was that damn concrete floor. And I would just sit up there, and I was so damn mad, you know. And I was just rambling. I'm thinking, and hell, he was taking notes.
Nice.
You know, about how I think we should be. How we should be all over the fucking world, not the nation. We should make the world. Okay. Right. Nation is fine, but the world is better. Okay.
I'm gonna ask you this, sir, and then I'm gonna turn it over to Doc. I know you have a question. Now, in the beginning, there were 7 gentlemen who started the Black Sabbath MC.
Right.
To this day, there are 2 living founders left. It's you and another gentleman.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Correct.
Is he involved? Did his path change?
No, his life, once they broke off, like the Voodoo Kings, this is when our club split. My club has split several times, and our first split was the group that wanted to be Outlaws, and Stretch is in that group. He left with the group that wanted to be 1%ers or whatever.
Okay.
But he's still alive, but he's not doing anything to deal with motorcycles. I'm the only one that's doing anything with motorcycling. Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay. Okay. All right.
My question, Mr. Perry, when I first saw Black Sabbath, a motorcycle patch, and this was years ago, before I even became on the set, I was, a virgin to motorcycle. I assumed that it was probably founded as a Christian or religious because it was Black Sabbath. And so my question is, is it any religious foundation?
No, the deal was we were 7 guys that rode on Sunday. Black Sabbath.
Black Sabbath.
To us, black people, the Sabbath is Sunday. Okay. That's how we wanted a name that didn't nobody want. And we knew, look, like I said, it wasn't cool to be black nothing back in 72. You might get ice picked if you call somebody black back then. And I'd have never known. We'd have never known. If we'd have known that there was a club out there called that, we'd have picked another name. We were just too black for that, baby.
Right. I saw a post when I was doing my research and everything. I saw a post, somebody said, hey, there's a motorcycle club called Black Sabbath. I guess they were a fan of the band Black Sabbath, whatever case may be, and they posted a picture of one of the riders' patch. But you guys never caught any flack from that organization. But you guys said you didn't know them, but you never called them. Okay.
No, we never got any flack from them.
Okay, good. All right.
Never heard from, like I said, I had never even heard of the group. If it, like I said, again, it wasn't cool to be called black anything in the 70s. Again, you youngsters don't understand that. It was not cool at all. Period. It was worse than the hard R. Okay.
Almighty, no.
Okay.
Man.
Wow.
I never heard it, and especially coming from California.
Man, please. President's live and well in California. Okay. It's live and well. Okay. You get the pretenders, but they pretend, but then it all comes out.
Because
hey, you know where you're gonna fit if some shit go down, okay?
Right.
Don't be fooling yourself.
Right. Now, did you guys ever become brother clubs, or you never?
Yeah, we had the Four Horsemen was our brother club. The Chosen Few's been our brother club. The Persuaders was our brother club. The Brothers of the Sons was our brother club. We've been brother clubs with pretty much everybody.
So
we don't
bonds,
change our script. We don't change our script. At least we didn't when I was running things. Now I ain't running nothing now, okay? But my mouth. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And that's why I don't try to interfere with them. The only thing I could do is cause confusion. And why would you want to cause confusion if your people are surviving? You know what I'm saying? Look, if I could stay away and make them grow, I'll stay my ass at home. Okay. But I know they be needing guidance. And that's why I have Dragon. Okay.
Right.
Dragon he's my mouthpiece. And as long as he's around and I got his podcast, we talk every day. There's no day that we don't talk. And we've been talking like this for years, okay? Before he even started writing books, when he was working for the aerodynamic people or whoever the hell he was working for. He's always been my son. that we've always related. You know, I've always told him, he's always asked me, man, what do you think, Pep? Think we ought to go into this? Man, we can do anything we want. How do you feel about it? He bounces everything off of me. Okay. I don't have to be sectarian. He is.
Right.
And that's exactly why I selected him to be who he is. I passed the baton to him intentionally for my nation not to fall. If it had passed to any of the rest of them assholes, we'd be out. Okay.
Right.
We wouldn't even be in existence because they wouldn't even know how or what to do. Do anybody know how to start a chapter? Okay. Do you know what it takes?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? They always got, well, well, have you ever started a chapter? Okay. I ain't talking about just bringing in one guy. Start a chapter. It's easy to bring in one guy. Bring in a whole clan. Okay. 15, 20 people at one time. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Sir, I'm going to ask you this question right here.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, because I want to highlight your legacy as well. How do you want future generations to speak on your name?
Well, for those that are left, I don't think they got too much bad to say about me. You know, I try to keep my number where anybody can call me and ask me anything, but of course they don't. But you know, I'm not even really worried about it. Like I said, I got to do the fucking Biker Boy movie. Okay. I'm in it. I'm in the movie, okay? As long as they show that, they'll see me. Especially if you're looking for me. You can find me there. I'll be there. So I'm not even worried about nobody's legacy or what somebody think. Okay? Because if I'd have been worried about that, I wouldn't have got as far as I gotten right now. Okay. I just turned 78 years old, man. 2 weeks ago. Okay. And I done had 54 years of motorcycling. Okay. What do you figure I haven't ever done before?
That's why we wanted you on the show, because you've done it all. And we need to hear people like you who's done it all. That's what I try to highlight, sir. That's what I want this podcast to be, to highlight gentlemen like you, to capture your legacy, to put it in the archives, so that some way, somehow, another, somebody can scroll and say, "Yeah, I remember this old podcast called Riding with KSolo."
Yeah, I can say from this point, I was on Solo show. So, and I know you're not going nowhere, okay?
Oh,
okay?
man. Oh, man. Hey, producer, can we get one? I know I got Big John, Black Dragon. He's right there, man. He's commenting. He's recognizing the faces. He knows the name. And like I say, you guys talk every day. Just to have him watching the show over my shoulder right now, the comments that he's dropping in, his team is dropping comments in. I appreciate that. And Doc and I, we did our homework, and we hope we capture in the moment, we capture your legacy, and we present it in a professional manner, so that when people do come back and see this episode of you and hear your words, that we do you straight justice, sir.
Yes, that's correct. That's correct. I have another question, Mr. Perry, if you don't mind.
Come
on. Okay.
Come on.
So do you still ride motorcycles?
Yeah, it's like my Hayabusa's sitting right in the garage right now.
Wait a minute. Did he say Hayabusa?
Yes, I did.
What the?
Yes, I did.
You wasn't gonna ding and a bong and something.
My yellow Busa. I would go show it to you.
Hold on, man. Hold on.
No. Look at. I think you know that's me though. I mean, I ain't never been one of them guys that want no damn bread basket. I was a racer. You know what I'm saying? And hey, look, one thing. Let me tell you something, Solo. One thing I ain't got to worry about is somebody come up and pick on me. Okay. I tell you that. I bet you I ain't got to worry about nobody want to pick on me.
man. Hey, man.
Hey,
I
do I
sold my
ride?
boots.
Yes, I do.
My back couldn't take it.
Like it.
Very well at that.
Wow.
Good
So what
deal.
about a Harley? I've had,
We got that too.
I told you I won. I look, the only way I would get a Harley, and I said they'd have to give it to me, and I won one at the Solo Angels annual, the year 2000. Okay, I won. And it's sitting in the garage right now. I doubt if it's got 1,500 miles on it. Okay,
Wow.
Ooh.
So
that's how much I care for it. Okay.
okay, so right. So tell me, your opinion on the cruise on the Harley Davidson. Why did you say that you wouldn't never own one unless it was given to you?
Like I said, when 1981, I went to buy one at the Harley Davidson dealership, and they told me, "Nigga, they ain't selling it to you. Go down the street to the Kawasaki."
They told you just like that.
That's just how I said it. Then what can I say? What was I supposed to do? What was I supposed to do?
Where my card at? I'm wrapping the show up because they told you just like that, man.
Just like that, man.
Oh, mighty no.
Yeah, it really was, and and when I went down the street and got the Kawasaki, it was a 1981 GPZ. I sat right there in the front doorway and I smoked that damn front door up. Man, they had to close the front door. I said so much goddamn rubber smoke up in that place. And I said, this is what a Kawasaki will do. And I left there wiggling with the wiggle waggle.
He said with the wiggle waggle, man. Not with the wiggle waggle.
With the wiggle waggle.
Hey, when your feet is flopping on the ground, you burning so much rubber, it want to go anywhere it want to. You ready to put that foot down to make it straighten up or whatever.
Ooh, that's a racer right there, boy. He can feel it in his toes. That's a racer. I could put the toes
Hey,
down.
look, it really turned me off, it wasn't like I didn't have the money. Shit, I'd been on my job damn near 10, 12 years.
Right,
So money wasn't even really a problem. But it was just the
right.
attitude that they had, man. And I was just ready to go just spend that money, man.
Right.
Just turned me around. And I ain't been the same ever since. Okay.
Yeah.
I can never forget that.
I gotta say this, folks, because low key is on me right now. Please like and subscribe. Low key is saying only 4 people like, send hearts, everything right now, folks. Right now, if you are enjoying this episode tonight, I need for you to like, I need for you to subscribe, I need for you to share. Let's get this iconic, legendary co-founder of this organization. Let's capture his memories. Let's put him in the archives. Like, share, and subscribe, folks. Come on now. Let's do this now because we're enjoying ourselves tonight. Ain't we, Doc?
Like and subscribe. Whatever it takes, man. Look. Again, you guys, it's really amazing that I really get to talk to somebody that, it ain't that often I get I get a chance to express myself and really tell you guys really what you're in store for. But if you guys don't get your shit together, man, they're gonna call the National Guard to hit on your ass. And then ain't nobody gonna be able to do shit. Okay? All of them colors and all the rest of that shit, we're gonna be looking like damn fools, okay? It's gonna be just like in Australia or New Zealand, they're gonna be taking your shit. How far are they from taking your shit now? Okay. ICE is right there at the doorway, okay? All they need is a goddamn excuse. And y'all keep playing with that damn stupid shit. You know what I mean? You keep playing with that stupid shit. You're gonna get stupid shit delivered. Okay. Folks, all I can say is I ain't gonna have to worry about it. It's y'all. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And I have to, and I want to ask this question right quick. What should never be forgotten about where this all started, sir? What should never be forgotten? Because is it being lost with the new generation? Have they
it's not being lost. It's not being manicured. Okay. It's not being taken care of. The OGs like myself, I know we try to tell you guys something, but you guys better slow your roll, man. Y'all might not get 50 years of this shit like I did. No, at the rate you're going, you ain't gonna get another 5. Y'all gonna be extinct in another 5, okay? The way y'all playing.
Wow.
I doubt if you get another 5.
You think they're gonna come down this hard?
Man, look, what's actually stopping them? Ask yourself.
every day, Black Dragon is dropping that knowledge of what's going on in the community, what's going on around the world on the bike set, and just
And
to hear him talk about the different techniques.
I'm telling him to tell y'all, okay? Tell y'all, okay, you're barking up the wrong tree. You're going the wrong way. You should be pulling together, get closer with one another, because when they come, boy, you're gonna be isolated. They're gonna isolate every group, okay?
Mm.
They're gonna isolate every group, okay? Put us against one another. You know, it's pretty easy to do.
Right.
They make it pretty easy to do, man. I'm so proud of the blacks that they trying, man. They ain't going for the okie doke. The motherfucking trap come in and shoot somebody and run back on the other side of the fence and swear up and down they didn't do it. Nah, we done got pretty hip now, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We done got hip to that game, you know. So
Right.
you have to be careful.
Right.
You have to be careful.
I think with what happened at the Proc 1 or 2 years ago is in the right direction, but we have to stand tall to that. Everybody have to unite around that. That's the only way we're going to save the culture, because once they get one club, if they can get one club, and then they'll be able for anything that they can use it for all clubs, all organizations that fall under the banner of MC, OMC, or whatever case may be. I think they'll just tear us down
Hey, martial law.
one by one.
Martial law.
Mm. Mm.
It's called martial law.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
on us.
Mhm.
Whether you ride, or if you got a vest, even if you riding a motorcycle. Look, that was a time when you couldn't even ride a motorcycle without a motherfucker picking on you, okay?
Mm.
I mean, seriously, y'all don't even know nothing about that. It didn't become cool until after we did the Biker Boys.
Mm.
Before the Biker Boys thing, the bike set was dead. It was on a drain like a turd going down the toilet. It was circling really, really bad. I mean, if you was back then, you know exactly what we talking about. 98, 99, when nobody working, when shit happening, okay?
Mm.
Bikes were dead, okay? I know you can't remember that.
I was born in 81. You've been talking about you was running business in 81, so I just shut up.
No, but see that's history there. Like I said, we brought the bike set back. I'm not even confused about it, okay? There wasn't shit going on from the 90s to after that damn Biker Boy movie. And if you look back in history, or better than that, the purchasing power after, when did they really start buying them Harleys? Right after the Biker Boy movies. Everybody wanted to be a biker. Okay. Check me.
I mean, during the time of Sugar Bear, if it ain't long, it's wrong. Sugar Bear were building custom bikes.
Yes.
The industry captured the paint jobs, and the Latinos was doing the paint job with the layer and the fix and all that. That really just made them pop.
Yeah.
That took it in a different direction.
Yeah, but see, they was up Northern Cal. You know, Northern and Southern is like day and night.
Mm-hmm.
Really, Northern California is different than Southern California. Like I said,
Wow.
we were the country bumpkins. Okay,
Mm.
but let them tell it. Okay.
Okay.
You know,
Now,
but even though we had a Navy base here, we was still the country bumpkin. Okay.
Right. Hey, KSolo, this one is for you and Mr. Perry. Because KSolo, you were in a 1%er Outlaw club too, right?
Yes.
Okay, so my question is, and I don't know if you can answer this or not, but what makes you what made you guys want to join or start or be in or be around a 1% or outlaw club?
Now, I'm once again, that's a preference, you know what I'm saying, of the lifestyle that people wanted to live or how you wanted to portray your bike life or however you wanted to do it. I'm just going to say it was a preference. For me, it wasn't even about it being an OMC or 1% club. For me, it was the gentleman that approached me to sit there and say, hey, do you want to join the club? It was the gentleman who approached me, their character, who they were. Eric, Roland, E40, Low Key, Fam, Swoop. Those guys approached me and said, hey, do you want to be in this organization? Based on their character, that's why I joined. Just like what Mr. Perry did, the 7 gentlemen that were with him, and they started their organization. It wasn't about going and say, I want to be in an OMC 1% club for me. It was the gentleman who approached me. Now, Mr. Perry, he can tell his side of it.
Well, I would definitely say that I'm the kind of person, if I start something, I got to finish it, okay? And once I started out with this biking thing and, you know, and I was completely sprung on bikes in the beginning, you know, like everybody else. You know, I saw, slept, felt motorcycle, kept my bike in the living room like everybody else did. I've never belonged to another club or any other organization. Biking is what I chose, and I still choose. I didn't have to be no Mason, no Elk, none of that. I love being with motorcycles, okay? There's no comparisons, okay? To me.
Yes, sir.
I've never been in any other organizations, but I've been around them, and none of them seems to beat the bike set to me.
Right. What's your vision for the going further? Do you have, is your vision that you had when you found it, are you keeping it going, or has your vision changed because of the time change? And where do you want your vision to go is what I'm trying to ask, from where it started to where the transition and then to moving forward.
From the starting point, you know, like when we started out, like there might have been 4 clubs here in San Diego, and probably right now there's probably 100. Okay, from the starting point to where I want to go nationwide, there's no reason why worldwide. I don't had all of the states. I want some of the rest of the world, and we was on that path, but we got hit by a roadblock by some city slicker that think he knows every goddamn thing and he don't know nothing. But he bewildered my people. So he had them going through a tailspin. And, you know, like I said, I've been through the tailspin before several times. So I just have to wait till my tailspin quit spinning and they catch up with the liar, in which all of this shit, just like Trump, has been backed up on his ass. And he ain't looking so good, no, not looking or smelling too good either. Okay. So I'll just be patient, you know. Like I said, I've been around 50-something years. I can wait a motherfucker and let God say something different. I can wait your ass out. You ain't gonna be around 20 years from now.
Forever.
I might not be around 20 years from now, but I ain't getting out. Right. You then got out and went on to somewhere else. There's no out for Pep. That's what they don't understand. They can always try to outbeat Pep and outdo Pep, but they can't. Every last one of them that tried got rubber burnt on them. I left Susie left their asses on the ground. Left them in smoke. Just left them in smoke. They ain't me. They don't understand. I understand. I do this shit. Okay? I've been doing this shit. There hasn't been shit that I haven't been exposed to doing this shit. Okay? And it's not that I know everything, but I know this. I bet you I know some biking shit. Right. You can't tell me a story that I can't tell you.
Pat, we got a question come in from from Logic,
Okay,
co-host of Black Dragon Show. And
come
if I
on.
could pull it up right quick and be able to see it. He said, Pep, as a co-founder of the Black Sabbath Motorcycle Club, you've seen the organization through trials, growth, and major change. Looking forward, how do you envision the future of the club?
Hey, look, I envision the club taking a cruise ship with our bikes to our other chapter in some other country, and we take our bikes off when we ride around the country and come back.
Nice.
Okay.
I like it.
Okay. I will accept that. I will definitely accept that because I can see
And
that.
we're gonna get
I
to
can
do
see
that
that.
too.
Yeah, I
And
can see that.
you know where I learned that from? And and I never thought about it before, but Lawrence Fishburne, we're doing the biker boy movie. They fly their bikes to different countries and ride around and then just fly their bikes back home.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, wow. We were standing close to his tent one night, and he was telling me that shit. I said, God damn! They called it. I think the club of the name was Guggenheimers or some shit. But I said, man, that's got to be the life. Fly your bike to the country where you at and ride your shit. Not no rental shit. I want to ride my shit. I don't want to ride no goddamn rental nothing. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's what left in my brain. Okay,
Yes, sir.
something like that. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I like it.
Oh man. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've had Mr. Paul E. Perry, aka Pep, one of the co-founders of the mighty Black Sabbath Nation, on with us tonight. And he's been giving it to us raw. And that's how we want it. Straight, no chaser.
No chase.
No chaser.
Just to give a little recognition out, Doc, can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay.
The screen?
Yes. Can you, because I can't see it. Can you, because the words are too small.
Okay. All right. So where it
Can
says
you read that?
President Robert D.
Yes.
Hubbard. Hubbard, this SDG and E electrician. We got the vice president, William Charles Sanders, Coochie. Did I say that right?
That's right.
Coochie.
SDG and E electrician. You got Sergeant at Arms, Alvin Ray, that's Stretch.
Mm-hmm.
Road Captain Paul Perry Pep, the SDG and E meter reader. Assistant Road Captain Solomon was Saul. Secretary John Kearney, that's Black.
Mm-hmm.
And we got the designer of our colors, Clayton. Was that Mitch?
Matthew. I mean, damn.
I can't see the
Yeah.
Mitchell.
Mitchell. Okay.
It's too small for me. Okay.
Oh no, it's just the words. The comments goes over
Right.
that part for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So what is this?
Yeah.
What is
There you go,
this?
Mitchell.
This is
Those are the original members.
Yeah. Those are the original, the founding
Those,
father.
I don't know where you got that list from, but it must be somebody listening.
I got it from Black Dragon. Big John.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, see, our historian.
And shout out, yeah, exactly. And shout out to Big John Bunch, aka Black Dragon. When I was doing my research, putting this show together, I referenced a lot of his material. They also have a website that you can go check it out and learn a little bit more history about the organization itself. So once again, I got to give a full shout out and credit to Big John Bunch, aka Black Dragon, for putting this together. But as everybody know, the show can go on and on and on, but we don't want to hold everybody up or hold this show up too long tonight. Doc, we're going to get ready to wrap this thing up, but I'm going to let you, I know you got another question. So we're going to just kind of focus towards if anybody have any questions, we're going to open up Q&A. If anybody have any questions, go ahead and drop your questions in the comment, and that way we can try to get to them before we get ready to tune off. We want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. It's been a great episode. I see some names coming across the timeline. I see the comments, and I greatly appreciate you tuning in tonight to the podcast. So, Doc, I'm gonna let you get this question, and we're gonna go to Q&A, and then we're ready to wrap it up.
Okay. I I've enjoyed this history lesson with you, Mr. Perry. But my last question to you is community service. Can you give us a quick breakdown on your community service, on how you guys thought about taking care of the women and the children in the communities and our families? You know, how did you structure your community service, and was it a vision and a plan for that, or did it just happen because you wanted to protect the women and the children in the community?
Well, what you asked in that question, it reminds me of when they had the very first Martin Luther King parade. They came to me and asked me would we ride in their parade because they didn't have no participants. Okay, and we were the very first club to ever ride in the Martin Luther King parade in San Diego County. Okay. And needless to say, as far as our community service was concerned, the Urban League used to be right next door to us, to our building. We got so many accolades from the Urban League, from the people going to school and teachers and DAs and district attorneys that went to school there at the Urban League, how my members would make sure that they get to their cars and shit safe. You know, even the damn, I can't even think what the hell. She's the district attorney right now. She went to the college, right, which was next door to the clubhouse, which was the Urban League, and she made a accommodation that my members would make sure that the students would get to their cars late at night, because we was always there, and nothing never happened in our neighborhood. Okay, as far as we concerned. If we had anything to do with it, it was taken care of. Matter of fact, our neighborhood was so good, man. Hell, they partied with us. They got mad when we leave town. We go out of town for a dance, and like I said, I paid for everything because I was a business manager at that time. They be mad because we left town. Y'all should leave the clubhouse open so we can, we've always been involved into the community forever and ever and ever and ever. I don't know what to say. We done fed them. Matter of fact, it was so bad one year that the Mongols they took their place to distribute toys. So I opened up our clubhouse so they could distribute toys and 2 tractor trailer loads of toys. Okay. And nobody would let them even come in and give the toys away to the kids. Man, I heard some crap like that. I said, man, you bring that shit down here. The JR was the president at that particular time. And we had a great time. We partied down the street. Of course, the police was circling us and all of that, but ain't nothing happening. We was giving kids for Christmas. We've always been involved with the neighborhood because we live. That's where our clubhouse was. Now, of course, now we're homeless right now, but shit, when we had it, we had it.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you,
I
sir.
don't know what else to
Thank you
say,
for that.
Doc.
Yeah.
I don't think. And then even today, my members, we're still doing things for the public. I know, like my women members of the mother chapter here in San Diego. That's all I can speak for. Okay.
Okay.
And I know that they're doing their diligent jobs of making sure that they get backpacks to the kids for school and all of that. They're still performing. It's not like we've forgotten because we're still here.
Right.
And even though we might be homeless at this particular time, but everybody goes through that.
Yeah.
You can only go for so long. Yep. Especially if you're not buying your property. And it's probably a good thing that we didn't buy the property because it would have been hung up in somebody's divorce and nobody would have got shit. Okay.
Right.
Go
ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Another question?
I have a question. I'm going to ask you this very quick. What do you want people to feel after hearing your story tonight on this channel? and all the information that you put out with the legacy, with the dream of putting this club together, the trials and tribulation that y'all have been through, what do you want people to remember?
Hey, if I got anything to say, remember that I Pep never stopped trying.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, Pep.
It's Black Sabbath forever, for life. Okay.
Right.
I'm a lifer. Lifer. Okay.
Yes, sir.
That means I could be called to do that anytime. That's the way lifer goes, you know.
Right.
And I'm
Quick
willing.
question come in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Quick question
Yeah,
come in. Doc, can you see that question, Doc?
I do. Yep. And this is from D. Wilmoter Piper 1605. He says, or she says, I'm sorry. But I have a quick question. How does Mr. Perry feel or think about Harley Davidson versus the metric motorcycles? And why do us Black people follow so many trends with Harley Davidson? They never wanted us to buy them. So he said Harley Davidson never
Did you catch
wanted
that,
us.
sir?
Yeah.
Well,
how do you feel about it now?
How do I feel about it? I feel the same way. Shit. I mean, you know, if it wasn't for us, how many white boys you know got a new bike?
They're buying them. They're buying them. They motorizing now.
Would you
But
do? I would be laying you odds 100 to 1 for each one white guy that buy a bike that there's 100 black guys that buy it. Okay. And it's cool. I don't have nothing personal against it. It was something they did to me. They didn't do it to you. Okay.
Right.
I don't want, look, I would not spend my money on that shit. Okay. It's just that simple. My money will buy Suzuki parts. Okay. And I know Susie will, I ain't scared of no goddamn body out there on a motorcycle. Okay. You know what I'm saying? We can do what you want to do. We can ride cross country, cross hair, or whatever. You know, this is what I ride. Okay. You don't have to ride what I ride. Please don't ride what I ride, because I love what I ride.
Ride your ride.
Okay. And I ain't worried about being passed. Okay. Unless I want you to pass me. Okay.
Riding the Hayabusa, of course.
Yeah. Hey.
Oh man.
But you know, that is not my MO no more. You know, I just want to ride and be peaceful no more. You know, I used to have all of that hostility, but I doubt if I ain't even done a burnout on my bike in the last 3-4 years, you know. And I usually smoke my tires before I go buy a new set. I don't even want to do that. You know, my bike's been so good to me. I can't say anything bad about it. And this is a bike that I bought after the Biker Board movie. I bought it from me to me. Because I was riding Kawasaki's before then, you know. But when I saw that Booster, and see, Fishburne had 3 of them painted the same color. They was all, you couldn't tell. See, but I was back in the back scene. You know, one wouldn't start to bring out bike number 2, and that's where most of the actors are. You know, you get 2 bikes, 2 same paint job, the same. You can't tell them apart. Just in case something happened and they don't start or something.
Right.
And then the race scene was really, I really was comical, man. You know, like they put 2 bikes on the back of a truck on a tripod, you know, no front wheel, back wheel rolling, and you fake like you're really racing. Okay.
Yeah.
Man, and that's
cinema. Huh? That is cinema. That's cinema for you. That's Hollywood for you.
Yes, man. It was so good. But you know what really got me? See, when they got ready to do the movie, they didn't have nothing. So I let them use my bike, my ZX11, for sound. And then, you know, we had a sound man that we go out to the Ontario track and you know, they tell Ricky Gaston was the rider. He got to ride my bike to make the noise for the sound for the movie.
Right.
You know, through all of the gears. And I mean, Ricky was you know, wasn't no sympathy on my bike, man. You know, because I was a racer, man. Ricky had that ZX11 howling, man. You know, they had the microphone on the back by the exhaust pipe. And then, man, it was just so beautiful. And then we get to go to the sound man's house, and he showed me like, see now here, this pitch, this town here will go here and there. Man, it was just so fascinating.
Wow.
It was just unbelievable, man.
Wow.
I would love to get to do that one again.
Yeah.
Man, let me tell you.
You
Wow.
will,
They
sir. You
just
will.
ain't gonna let us in that one though. You know why? You know, and at the same time, check this out. They was doing Terminator 3 in the studios as we were doing Biker Boys. And you know, they got some $300 million to do the Terminator movie, you know.
Your hand in the way, sir.
And you know, our movie was on a budget under 50K, you know. It had to be done in a certain amount of time. And
Your hand's in the way, sir.
Your
hand's in the way. Your hand's in the camera.
Okay.
There you go.
You know, we only had a certain amount of time we could do things, and it was just bad. You know, it was bad, but it was good because they was trying to make it fail, and they was doing the other biker movie. What the hell was that? They was jumping off the bike at 200 miles an hour and shit. That the people was coming over from that set trying to steal the set stuff that we was going on. The next day, they were still in the plot and the plan. It was really, they really tried to make it fail. They really did, man. If you could have saw what I saw, you could see it, man. And I said, ain't no way in hell I'm going to let us fail. I'm not going to let us fail. I'm not. And I did everything in my power to make sure that they was happy. They was even going to put John Dragon off the set. They told him he didn't have a motorcycle, so we're going to send you back to Atlanta. I said, bullshit. Dragon, take my bike. Because I had won the Harley Davidson, and I just rode that old raggedy ass Harley. You know what I'm saying? And I gave him my ZX11. And
Oh, man. Oh, man. I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. Riding with KSolo, the podcast with the impeccable Doc Remy, with our special guest.
Man, look, I could go on and on and on. We got to come back and refinish it up, man.
Yeah, we need part two.
I like it better when you guys ask me questions because then I could go back and kind of think about what happened. Right. It's hard to kind of just play it off, you know, like what happened in 1972. I know we started, but like the late 90s is, I might have to have an example of what was going on then.
Well, we're gonna have to
cracking or was they?
We're gonna have to do a part two. Then we're gonna have to do a part two.
Yeah.
And once again, happy birthday to you, sir. You turned the big 70. What was it? 73.
78.
No, you're no
78, bro.
Man, you ain't no 78, man.
He's
Come on, man.
And he riding on a Hayabusa.
I know, right? I need to see some birth certificates, a passport.
Hey, man. Well, look, if you go to my page, I don't think it's the page, but wherever you see the Black Sabbath, you see me on that yellow Busa. That's me on that Busa. That's my Gold Hope Hayabusa.
Okay. Is that in remembrance of the colors? I know one time.
Yes.
Who was that? That was
I had it painted specifically for our colors.
Yeah, because y'all colors is yellow. Well,
yes.
Right. So I know Sugar
Man.
Sugar Man painted the bikes. Tell us about that right quick. What happened?
Okay. That was like about 19. I want to say 76, 70, anywhere from about 75 to like 78. Mm-hmm. And what had happened was, it was a thing where, you know, all of the members, the old ladies was catching members at different places' house. And so all of a sudden, they came out with this song that's called Going Bananas. And we was at the racetrack, and that was our theme song. And then that's where it started at. Mm-hmm. And so Sugar Man was a painter for Earl Shives or something, one of them big paint places. And he was the first one that had a paint job. And everybody kind of liked it because, you know, the song Going Bananas was out. And all of a sudden, man, everybody in the club except one club member had a yellow bike. and you couldn't tell who was who. Okay. And we
Wow.
just loved that, man. And people would admire us because they say, well, how in the hell could you get all of your members? And we couldn't get them all but one.
Mm-hmm.
But he had just spent ungodly amount of cash on his paint job. But you know, we if he'd have wanted a yellow one, we could have gave him one because we had access parts and shit, you know. But he just didn't want his bike was like a pink with ghost flames or something. But anyhow, let's say 96% of my members, let's say 98% of my members had a yellow bike during the 70s. And we did that because we used to always go to LA, and then there was always a dispute about where the Black Sabbath was. You know, there was kind of like they was fighting over us or something. You know, we was all new to this shit, you know, and we loved everything and everybody. But we could never go to everybody's clubhouse. It's just too many damn clubhouses, okay? So what I decided to do was split the clubs up. 5 y'all go over here, 5 y'all go over here, 5 y'all go over here, 5 y'all go over here. That's how we had to do it, just to keep the peace amongst the clubs, you know, because they be jealous because we be at their clubhouse, you know, because we was the party people.
Okay.
You know, wherever we went, it was the party, bro.
All right.
There wasn't no mix up. Everybody wanted to be with us.
People saying the movie was Torque that they were working on same time.
Yes, Torque. It was trying to come out. It was trying to beat us out the studio. And they was coming by stealing the parts, you know, and some of the people was selling, you know, like you get your script the night before, and people were selling the script to them Torque people.
Wow.
It was look, man, it was cutthroat, man. You know, but I like I said, by any means necessary, we gonna be in this shit. Okay. And the clubhouse where all of the bikes and the cars were sticking in the ground, that was supposed to have been our LA clubhouse. But they took that out of the running of the movies, you know, that place with the ground where the cars and bikes were sticking in the ground. That was supposed to have been our LA chapter clubhouse.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, sir, we're gonna have to try to wrap this thing up because we can just keep going and going.
I could talk all night, man. You got me wound up, man.
We got to bring him back on, Doc.
You got me wound up, man.
Ladies and gentlemen,
you can dig it, man. I can go on and on and on, man. Like I said, I got so much history in my brain, you know, because I actually lived it, you know, and can't nobody say nothing to me. I lived it. I touched it every day. Okay, and I still touch it every day. I'm talking to biking people every day. You know, all of these chapters that comes up and they call me. Okay, well, what do you think, Pep? I'll never lose my connection with my people. You know, if you want to talk to me, call me. We can talk about anything. And there ain't no secrets. That's what everybody be thinking about, man. You get enough secrets. Ain't no goddamn secret. Bylaws is bylaws, okay? Ain't no goddamn secret.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're trying to help somebody. You know, they need help. They wouldn't ask you if they didn't need it.
Yes, sir. I have to give a shout out. I think I'll pronounce his name, Jeremy Brown. I think that's Hollywood. I think he goes by Hollywood. I think he's
Hollywood.
Hollywood retired national vice president. I have to give him a shout out because I reached out to him to get to you, sir. So he is the one that got me in contact with you. So I want to thank him. I want to try to get him on to talk to him.
Thanks, Hollywood.
But Hollywood definitely got me in touch with you, sir. So tonight's episode, I want to give a shout out to Hollywood. Thank you, Hollywood, for doing it. So I'm gonna give you a big old round of applause. Plus, I'm gonna give you a round of applause too. Indeed. So, Pep, man, I'll be on the West Coast here, coming up here soon, and I hope I can bump into you.
Yes, a matter of fact, our annual is coming up February the 14th. I'd like to make a mention to whoever can come. Be here in San Diego. We'll be at the right down the street from the 4280 market at the park by the Costco. Please
Okay.
come and pay tribute.
That's it. That's it, folks.
All right.
Let me see. Where is it at? Booyah, right there. All right. So there it is, folks. There it is right there. Make
Yep.
sure that if you can make it, get down there and check them out. It's 52nd annual weekend. That's February the 13th. It does cross Valentine's Day weekend. But if you're in the area, show some support. If you just want to come and say, hey man, I seen you on the show, and meet Pep and talk to him and chop it up, because he still have plenty more to say. He still has plenty more to say.
I want to tell all of the story.
Yes, sir. Tell it all. Spill it, as they say.
Spill it. Y'all need to know.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, folks, there it is right there. Get that information down. We've enjoyed having you on with us tonight, Pep.
Okay.
Mr. Perry.
Yes.
And then thank everybody that's been chiming in, tuning in. Shout out to Big John, aka Black Dragon, for his help with all his historic data that I've been using tonight. I referenced his historic database for a lot of pictures and stuff like that. So shout out to him. Make sure you go check him out, Black Dragon Biker TV. And yeah. So, sir, I'm gonna bid you farewell. I want to thank you, and I don't know if you
thank you, Solo.
Get you on that Wi-Fi, man, but we got it right. I knew it would happen for us.
Oh, I thank you again, bro. It's good talking to you. And anytime, call me, man. You got my number, so we can call and not talk about anything if you want.
I got you. Doc, any final word you want to say to Pep?
No, I look forward to meeting you in person and seeing you soon. So, and thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Take care, sir.
All right. Peace out.
Good night.
Hey,
Doc.
You ain't tell me we was going down history lane like that, and it was gonna be so raw. And give it to me, man. I got 4 pages over here. Come on, man.
I didn't get half my coins there, man. I didn't get half of that. I got questions that, man. We just keep going and going, but that's what I wanted. I wanted him to say it in his own words. I want him to be authentic with it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, whatever language he used, trust me, he earned it. 78 years old, he can say whatever he want to say and still ride a Hayabusa? Doc, a Hayabusa?
And when he said that, I almost fell out my seat.
My back started hurting as soon as I heard that word. Indeed, man, indeed. And make sure you go check out Black Sabbath Mother Chapter 52nd Annual Weekend. That's the 13th through 15th. That's going to be down in San Diego. There's the information right there. Reach out to Black Sabbath if you need that information. Once again, we just want to thank everybody for coming on the show tonight and tuning in. Doc, as you know, I always wrap it up with what you got going on in your neck of the woods. So what do you got going on in your neck of the woods?
Hey, you guys, you already know the Sankofa Achievement Center, the Sankofa Charity Ride, the Gala, the motorcycle ride, the welcome party, Nashville, March the 12th through the 14th. Come on and support, guys.
That's right. And registration is open. Registration is open. So make sure that you register so you can get you a goodie bag and all that good stuff. Because Doc is an excellent cook, man. I don't know if she's going to be cooking or putting her foot up in it or something like that right there.
We're going to have catered food, but it's not going to be by the messy chef this time. I cooked in 2025, but I relinquished it over to another Black-owned business here in Nashville. Support that as well.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Always supporting. Great in the community. Well, look, folks, I want y'all to be safe out there with this weather. There's supposed to be another storm coming across. I don't know how accurate it is. You know, you can't trust the weatherman as far as you can see him, but make sure that you are safe out there. But before we do go, I just want to give a shout out to get ready for the Ocean City meetup. That's going to be coming up. We will be there. Hopefully we'll get another booth set up. We're going to do some impromptu interviews. We're going to have some merch there. Make sure Ocean City coming up.
In Maryland, huh?
Yep. Ocean City, Maryland, man. That's going to be on April the 25th through 28th. There's your information right there. And if you have something that you want me to kind of highlight on the show, if you want to invite us out to set up, just get in touch with either Doc Remy or myself. Doc Remy is located in Nashville, Tennessee. I am located on the East Coast. And if you want to just kind of bring out the booth and set things up and maybe put up some merchandise or just support you by getting your information out on the podcast, send it to us. Let us know.
Nice.
Well, all right, Doc. I think that's all that we got for tonight. We're going to get ready to get up out of here.
Who we got coming up?
Okay, so we got Hoka Hate Talk coming up. We got Hoka Hate Talk coming up for the 29th. It's gonna be a surprise guest. Guest.
Okay.
Just gotta tune in.
Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to tune in to see, man. I just wanted to tune in to see because it's Hoka Hate Talk, man. You know what it is. Hoka Hate.
That's right. Hey, C1 say, are you gonna be in Greensboro this Saturday?
Yes, I will be in Greensboro this Saturday, weather permitting. I will be at the Carolina Full Throttle bike show. The booth will be set up and we will be there. We'll have some merch. Hopefully the merch has been ordered, but with the weather, things are on delay. Hopefully, and we're praying that the merch come in on time and we'll have new merch there with the new logos and everything on it. So make sure that you are there. Shout out to Black Dragon, become a member of the channel. Thank you, Black Dragon. We will definitely return the favor, becoming members of your channel as well. Each one teach one. We support one another. That's indeed. Right. And once again, my shout out to Black Dragon for his historical data, helping me put this show together. I couldn't have done it without his effort of recording the history and legacy of the Black Sabbath Motorcycle Club. All right, folks. Well, we're going to get out of here, man. Doc, I'll be seeing you Thursday.
Yes.
I'll be seeing you Thursday. All right, ladies and gentlemen, y'all have a good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
What's up, beautiful people? It's your girl, Most Wanted, in the building. You already know the vibes. Inspired by KSolo the Writer. If you haven't tapped into the podcast yet, you're missing out. Go check it out, catch a vibe, and get inspired. If you're already tuned in, keep that energy flowing and that podcast on lock. This your girl, Most Wanted. I'm out.
Yo, it's your girl A Boogie. Big shout out to KSolo the Writer, holding it down with the Writing with KSolo podcast. If you love the open roads, good vibes, and real writer talk that hits home, this is where it's at. Keep it locked in, keep it rolling, and remember, like KSolo always says, be legendary.